Good morning, student. Today we will start with exercise 7.2 General Maths class 9. Previous session up to question number 5 it was already done. Today we will continue with question number 6. So question number 6, what did they say? Triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle in which AB equal to AC. Side BA is produced to D such that AD equal to AB. Show that angle BCD is a right angle. Right angle means 90 degree. So first let me draw the diagram. ABC is an isosceles triangle. Okay, this is the triangle ABC, isosceles triangle in which AB equal to AC. Side BA is produced to D. Okay, side BA is produced to D such that AD equal to AB given. Again, these two sides are equal. I have to show BCD. I have to show this should be a straight line. Okay, let me draw straight. Then I have to show. Okay, I have to show BCD is 90 degree. BCD is 90 degree. So the given part, this is the diagram. I repeat again. ABC is an isosceles triangle in which AB equal to AC, and they have given BA. They did not say AB, they have said BA. So BA is produced to D such that AB equal to AD. Again, this AB and AD is equal. And if you show BCD, this angle is 90 degree. This angle is 90. So given part you will write as it is from book. You will write in this form. Triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle in which AB equal to AC. Side BA is produced to D such that AD equal to AB. And down you will write to prove that angle BCD is a right angle. If you write in this way, to prove that angle BCD equal to 90 degree. So I will start with proof. We will use here theorem number 7.2. Theorem number 7.2 have said angle opposite to equal sides are equal. Angles opposite to equal sides are equal. So let me write in triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, what it is given? AB equal to AC. In bracket you will write given. So AB opposite angle is C. So you can write here angle ACB equal to an angle side AC opposite angle is ABC. Okay, these two sides are equal. In this triangle these two sides are equal, so their opposite angles are also equal. Okay, theorem 7.2 you can write here angles opposite to equal sides are equal. This is equation 1. Then you will write in triangle another word AB equal to AD given. Given AB equal to AD. AB equal to AD. Now you see here AB was equal to AC and here AB equal to AD. AB equal to AC given, AB equal to AD given. So you can easily write AC equal to AD. You can give this as equation 1, this as equation 2, and this as equation 3. And you can write here from 1 and 3. From 1 and 3 you can write AC equal to AD. You can give as equation 4. Take the screenshot of this because I will rub the upper part. Okay, take the screenshot. Okay, AC equal to AD, and here I have written angles opposite to equal sides are equal. Now AC equal to AD. Now you come to this in triangle. I rub this part. In triangle ADC. In triangle ADC. What you can write? AC equal to AD. AC equal to AD. Okay. AC equal to AD. So what you can write? AC equal to AD. Just a minute. I repeat again. What it was given in triangle ABC, AB equal to AC it was given. So you have written here opposite of side AB, the angle is ACB, and opposite of AC it is in angle ABC. This is given equation 1, equation 2. Next in the question they have given AB equal to AD. Okay, let me write here AD equal to AB. Okay, no problem. In the question it is given. Okay, the way it is given in question, let me write in that form only. It is given AD equal to AB. AD equal to AB. So what you can write ultimately, you see if you compare equation 1 and equation 3, AB was equal to AC and AD equal to AB. So here also AB, here also AB. So you can write easily AD equal to AC. You can write here. Okay. Now you come to this triangle, this upper triangle, in triangle ADC. What it is given? AD equal to AC. AD equal to AC. You can give a number here 4, and you can write here using 4. Using 4. So when two sides are equal, their opposite angles are also equal. AD opposite angle is, if you come to this triangle, AD opposite angle is angle ACD. And AC opposite angle is ABC. ABC. This one you can give as equation 5. Okay, ABC. ABC. Clear? Take the screenshot. Since the video was not clear, let me repeat the explanation again. In the question it was given in triangle ABC. ABC is an isosceles triangle. So ABC is isosceles triangle where AB equal to AC it is given. Side BA is produced to D. You produce straight. Okay. My line is a little bit inclined. BA is produced to D such that AD equal to AB. You have to show angle BCD is 90 degree. Okay. Right angle you have to show. Right angle means 90 degree. So in triangle ABC, AB equal to AC written. It is given in question. If two sides are equal, the angle opposite to the equal sides are equal. So AB opposite angle is ACB, AC opposite angle is ABC. You have given number, equation number 2, previous and equation 1. In the question given AD equal to AB, AD equal to AB written. Equation 3, 1 and 3 if you compare it, you can easily write AD equal to AC. Now you come to this very triangle, in triangle ADC. You can use this equation AD equal to AC. So AD opposite angle is ACD and AC opposite angle is ABC. Now what you can do? You can add up equation 2 and equation 3. Equation 2 plus equation 3. Equation 2 plus equation 3 implies. So equation 2 left hand side what is there? ACB and here ACD. With C you will add up C. Okay. I repeat again, with angle, this is angle C, this is also angle C. You will add up these two angles. They are part of complete angle C. ACB is part of complete angle C and ACD also is a part of complete angle C. So you will add up these two, ACB plus ACD. I rub this part. You can take the screenshot. Okay. You can take the screenshot of this. So I write this line below. So angle ACB plus angle ACD equal to angle ABC. It was what? Achha. Here I have written wrong. AC opposite angle you will write ADC. AC opposite angle is ADC. Sorry, ADC here. It is ADC because the name of our triangle is ADC. So you can write here ACB plus angle ADC. Got it? Clear? So what you can write here now? ACB plus ACD. What you can write? I am doing mistake again or what? AC opposite angle is AB. This one is ABC. ABC, okay? This is ABC. So ACB is this and ACD is this. If I add up, I will get angle BCD. Okay? And here it is angle ABC. Angle ABC plus angle ADC. So take the screenshot. Now you can write what you got. BCD. BCD means this complete angle. This is equal to ABC, this angle, plus ADC is this angle. So you can write in triangle BCD. In triangle BCD, angle BCD equal to angle ABC. In place of ABC you can write ABC means complete angle B, and ADC means angle D. You can write angle BCD equal to angle B plus angle D. In a triangle, when one angle is equal to sum of other two angles of that very given triangle. I repeat again. In this triangle, one angle, measure of one angle is equal to sum of other two angles. Then this angle will be 90 degree. This is a property. So you can easily write angle BCD equal to 90 degree. When in a triangle, one measure of one angle is equal to sum of other two angles, then the first angle is always equal to 90 degrees. I repeat again. Here in triangle BCD, measure of one of the angle is equal to sum of other two angles. So this angle will be equal to 90 degrees. This only I have to show it. So angle BCD is 90 degrees. So take the screenshot. Take the screenshot of this. Okay, 6, 7, 8. All these are important. Okay. Let me say the summary of this sum again. In the question it was given. I am repeatedly saying this sum again and again since I was disturbed while making this video. ABC, in triangle ABC, AB was given equal to AC, AB equal to AC. So you will write angle opposite to this equal sides are equal. Next case, AD equal to AB given. So you can easily write AD equal to AC. You will go for the upper triangle ADC. Here also you can write the angle opposite to equal sides are equal. Then add up the angle. You will get BCD equal to sum of other two angles. So angle BCD will be equal to 90 degree. Now let me go for question number 7. So question number 7, they have said ABC is a right angle triangle in which angle A is 90 degree. So ABC, which angle is 90 degree? Angle A. So ABC, given here this is 90, and given here AB equal to AC, these two sides are equal. Okay, you have to find angle B and angle C. So you will write the given condition from book. ABC is a right angle triangle in which angle A equal to 90 degree and AB equal to AC to find angle B and angle C. So let me continue. So in proof part, what we will write first? In triangle ABC, what it is given? AB equal to AC. So AB opposite angle is what? C, and AC opposite angle is B. You can write the reason. Angles opposite to equal sides are equal. Okay. Now you come for the sum of the angle of the triangle property. We all know sum of the angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degree. We will use now this property to solve the remaining part of the sum. So you come to this triangle. In triangle ABC, what you can write? angle A plus angle B plus angle C equal to 180 degree. Angle A given how much? 90 degree. You keep B as B only. We have got now, you can give this as equation 1. Angle C equal to angle B. So in place of C you can write B. Here 180 degree. Here you can write using 1. So 90 degree you shift to the other side. Angle B plus angle B is twice angle B equal to 180 degree minus 90 degree. So angle B equal to, here 180 minus 90 is 90 degree. And denominator it is 2, 90 by 2. So you got here 45 degree. If angle B is 45, angle C also 45. At last you can write, therefore angle B equal to angle C equal to 45 degree. Take the screenshot. Okay, let me write this line properly. After this, you can write here angle B equal to angle C equal to 45 degree. I repeat again. This is the triangle given where angle A is 90 degree, means this is a right angle triangle. This is a right angle triangle. So in triangle ABC, AB equal to AC given. AB opposite angle is C, AC opposite angle is B. I have written the theorem, angles opposite to equal sides are equal. You have given as equation 1. After that we have used sum of the angles of the triangle is equal to 180 degree. We have used that property. In triangle ABC, angle A plus angle B plus angle C 180 degree. Okay, angle A value is known, B I have kept as B only. In place of C I have written angle B because angle C equal to angle B. 90 degree you shift on the other side. Angle B plus angle B is twice angle B. So angle B equal to 45 degree. So angle B 45 degree. So angle C also equal to 45 degree because angle C and angle B are equal. Now we will come for the last sum of this exercise. Question number 8. They have said, show that the angles of a triangle of an equilateral triangle are 60 degree each. In it, we all know that equilateral triangle means a triangle whose all sides are equal and all angles are also equal. So each angle measure 60 degree. Now here we have to prove it. I have to show that each angle of an equilateral triangle is equal to 60 degree. So question number 8. So let me draw an equilateral triangle. So you can write in given part, let ABC be an equilateral triangle. Let ABC be an equilateral triangle. To prove that what you can write, angle A equal to angle B equal to angle C equal to 60 degree equal to 60 degree. Now proof. So ABC is what type of triangle it is? Equilateral triangle. And equilateral triangle definition is what? All the sides are equal. So you write triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle. Therefore AB equal to BC equal to AC. Okay, triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle, therefore AB equal to BC equal to AC, because each side of an equilateral triangle are equal to each other. All the sides of an equilateral triangle are equal. This all we know, we got in lower class. Equilateral triangle means a triangle whose all sides are equal. So let me take the first these two. If AB equal to AC, hence let me write directly, AB equal to BC equal to AC, that means, okay, now let me take the first two equal part, AB equal to BC. So AB equal to BC means AB opposite angle is C and BC opposite angle is A. You can write, and let me write the last two relation, BC equal to AC. So BC opposite angle is what? Angle A, and AC opposite angle is B. Okay, you can give as equation 1, this one as equation 2. So what you can write? Take the screenshot, I will rub the upper part. Take the screenshot. Let me read it first. Let ABC be an equilateral triangle. To prove that angle A equal to angle B equal to angle C equal to 60 degree. ABC was an equilateral triangle. So what you can write? AB equal to BC equal to AC. All sides equal. Let me take the first two sides. AB equal to BC. AB opposite angle is C. BC opposite angle is A. Which property I have used? Theorem number 7.2. Angle opposite to equal sides are equal. So first two equal sides I have written, their angles are also equal. Next I have taken the last two sides, their opposite angles are also equal. So from 1 and 2 what you can write? From 1 and 2 you can write angle A equal to angle B equal to angle C. Therefore angle A, you can write here from 1 and 2. From 1 and 2 you can write angle A equal to angle B equal to angle C. Okay. Now the final part. I'll rub this part. What we know? Sum of three angles of a triangle is equal to how much? 180 degree. Now angle A plus angle B plus angle C equal to 180 degree. Keep angle A as angle A only. In place of B you can write angle A, because they are all equal to each other. Angle A equal to angle B equal to angle C. In place of C also you can write angle A. It is 180 degree. So angle A plus angle A plus angle A, what you can write? Thrice angle A equal to 180 degree. So angle A equal to, I'll rub the lower part now. Angle A equal to, it is 180 degree. So angle A equal to 180 degree by 3, it is 60 degree. So angle A 60 degree means B and C also 60. So at last you can write, therefore angle A equal to angle B equal to angle C equal to 60 degree. Take the screenshot. Okay. Okay, this is all about exercise 7.2. So today we have finished exercise 7.2. I repeat again, in question number 6, if you find any problem in understanding, please pass your comment in the comment section. Another thing I have to repeat, while doing exercise 7.1, question number 3, I think during proof I have to write AD equal to BC. I have written some other thing. You please rectify the mistake. Okay, while doing the proof I have to write AD equal to BC. Okay, I repeat again, while doing exercise 7.1 question number 3, correct part is I have to write AD equal to BC. I have written something wrong in the board, so please correct it. Make it AD equal to BC. Okay, you have to write here there AD equal to BC. So we have finished exercise 7.1 and exercise 7.2. Now let me discuss some questions which I have given you. Okay, the last question which I have given you to solve. So I will discuss few questions of this question paper. So the first question was a polynomial of one term is called a. We all know a polynomial of one term is called monomial, two term is called binomial, and three term is called trinomial. Okay, or trinomial, whatever you say. So polynomial of one term is called a monomial. Your answer will be monomial. Monomial. Okay, it is monomial. Question number 2, it was x minus y whole cube, x minus y whole cube equal to x cube minus y cube minus 3, then dash given x minus y. In the dash it will be xy. Okay, x cube minus y cube minus 3xy, then x minus y. This is the formula only. Okay, this is the formula. Next, given if a greater 0 be a real number and p and q be rational number, then a to the power p into a to the power q equal to dash, a to the power p into a to the power q equal to dash. Here you will use the property of law of indices. Law of indices says if base are same, powers are, if base same and in between into is there, power you will add up. So a to the power p plus q. Base same, so powers are added in case of into. In case of divide, we do minus. Base same, power we have done plus. Next, show that question number 4. Show that 0.2353535 equal to 0.235 bar. The bar is given above 235. It will not be above 2. It will be only above 35. If to express in the form of p by q. So what you can write here, 0.235 bar equal to what you have written, 0.23535 dot equation 1. Now see what we will do next. The bar is above 2 digits, so if to multiply here 100, so decimal will shift 2 digits, so it will be 23.535 dot equation 2. Next case you see, again you have to multiply. Why you have to multiply? You see after decimal it is 0.23 and here after decimal it is 53. So after decimal part is not same. Here after decimal, I repeat again, I have discussed these sums earlier also. After decimal here it is 2 and here it is 5. So to make it same, now here there are 3 digits, 1, 2, 3. So I will multiply here 1000. So decimal will shift 3 digits here. Okay. Another thing what I have done here, another mistake was done. Here there are 3 digits. Here there are 3 digits. In decimal part there are 3 digits. The bar is above 2 digits. One digit it is missing. So I have to multiply here 10, not 100. Okay. So if you multiply 10, it will be 2.35. Okay. 2.3535. Okay. I repeat again. 0.235 bar. The bar is above 35. So 3535 has repeated. Okay. The bar is above 35. The 35 is repeated. The bar is not above 1 digit, so I have multiplied 10. So when I multiply 10, the decimal will shift 1 digit, so 2.35. Here after decimal it is 2 and here after decimal 3. It is not same, so I have to multiply further. Here there are 3 digits, so I multiplied 1000. Now the decimal will shift 3 digits. It will become 235.35 dot equation 3. So now it is same. You see after decimal 35, after decimal 35. So equation 3 minus equation 2. So you can write here 0.235 bar into 1000 minus 10, 990 equal to, before decimal 235, before decimal 2 means integral part is 235, integral part is 2. So you can write here 2, 3, 5 minus 2 it is 3. So it is 0.235 bar equal to 233 and here it is 990. Take the screenshot. Okay, taken. Clear? I repeat again. The first question was a polynomial of one term, monomial. Next they given a formula. Here it was a blank. X minus y whole cube is x cube minus y cube minus 3xy x minus y. Here base is same. In between into is there. Power you have added up. You easily know how to bring this type of number in the form p by q. Here the bar was above 35, means 35 is repeated. Here there are 3 digits in the decimal part. 1, 2, 3. The bar is not above 1 digit, so you have to multiply 10. So when you multiply 10, decimal will shift 1 digit, so it is 2.3535 dot dot dot. Equation 2. After decimal here it is 2, after decimal it is 3. It is not matching, so I have to go for further calculation. Here in the decimal part there are 3 digits, so multiplied 1000, so decimal will shift 3 digits, 235.35. Now you see after decimal here it is 35, here also after decimal 35. Now you can do minus. Equation 3 minus equation 2. Why equation 3 minus equation 2? Because here it is 1000, here it is 10. So you have taken common 0.235 bar, 1000 minus 10 is 990. Here 235 minus 2, 233. Clear? Now question number 5. Question number 5 is from exercise 1.1. Okay? Find an irrational numbers, not 1.1, 1.3 again. Find an irrational number between 1 by 7 and 2 by 7. Okay? 1 by 7 and 2 by 7. So you can easily do it. 1 by 7 and 2 by 7. They did not say rational number. They have said irrational number. So let me divide first 1 by 7. So it will not go to give decimal, it will bring 0. 7 1 just 7. 3 for decimal it will be 0. 7 4 just 28. It is 2 for point it is 0. 7 2 just 14. So it is 6 for point it is 0. 7 8 just 56. It is 4 for point it is 0. 7 5 just 35. It is 5 for point it is 0. 7 7 just 49. It is 1. So 1 has come. So this part will again repeat. So you can easily write here 0.14287. Okay. So this is 1 by 7. For 2 by 7 you can use shortcut. Again you need to divide this one. So it is 1 by 7 is this much over. Here it is 2 by 7. 2 by 7 means what? 2 into 1 by 7. Because 2 into 1 by 7 means 2 by 7. So 1 by 7 you got easily this value. You can write here or you can divide also. Okay, there is no restriction. You can use shortcut or you can divide also. So it is 0. Let me write it here. It is 2 into 0.142857. So if you multiply it, 2 7 ja 14, 1 carry, 2 5 10 11, 1 carry 16 17, 1 carry, 2 2 ja 4 5, 2 4 ja 8, 2 1 ja 2. So it is 0.285714. Okay, I repeat again, you can go for division also. Here I have used shortcut, you can go for division. So I have to write an irrational number. So 14 and here 28. So my answer will be between 14 and 28 you can write any irrational number. So let me go for 15 because after 14 it is 15. So 0.15. You know the pattern to write irrational number. So I have given a single 0, again 15, double 0, 15. You can give dot dot. So this is one of the irrational number. I repeat again, 1 by 7. They have said to find an irrational number, not rational. I repeat again, not rational, irrational number. So 1 was divided by 7. I got this. The other number is 2 by 7. So 2 by 7 you can write 2 into 1 by 7. Okay. You can use shortcut or you can divide also. So 1 by 7 value you have put here, you have multiplied. Now I have to write an irrational number between these two, 14 and 28. So after 14 it is 15. What is the pattern of writing irrational number? So 0.15, single 0, 15, again double 0, again 15, dot dot dot. Take the screenshot. Okay. Now we will go for the last question of this exercise. Last question means there are many questions. I will do up to question number 6 only. Next session I will continue after 6. So up to 6 I will do, then I will continue with the rest in the next session. So it is 1 by 7 square into 1 by 8 square. So what you can do, 7 also power is 2, 8 also power 2. So you can put in a single bracket 1 into 7 into 8 whole square. So what you can write, 1 by 56 whole square. Okay, I repeat again, 1 by 7 square into 1 by 8 square. So 1 1 ja 1, 7 and 8 both are having same power, so you can put in the same bracket. So 7 into 8 as a whole you have given whole square. 1 square is 1 is 1 only, so and 7 into 8 is 56 whole square. So take the screenshot. Okay, hope you have understood. So, okay, if you have any problem in exercise 7.1 and 7.2, exercise 7.1 and 7.2, please pass your comment in the comment section. Note all this solution in your note copy. Don't waste your time. Okay, and repeatedly do practice. For today this much only. Thank you. Bye. Stay home and keep learning.